Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. It depends if you're new here or not. Now, this image that you're looking at right now is the last video that I had put out on my channel. It should be the last video I put out on my channel. I have 2 videos pre-filmed already just waiting to be uploaded. So, it should be the last video on my channel, but just in case it's not, I'm going to be leaving it in the description box down below. Feel free to go check it out. We did cover that a portion, and we talked a little bit about that Shane documentary that he did with Eugenia and basically called bullshit on it. Now, it turns out that whole documentary was scripted, and Eugenia said it, not me. So we're going to be covering that in its entirety, but we're also going to be covering the videos that Jacqueline Glenn had made about that 5150 and that involuntary hold and what really happened and how the mom reacted to it. So with that said, today we're going to be reacting to the mom as well. Now, I found this thing on Reddit and it was pretty interesting. Now, whether it's bullshit or not, I'm going to let y'all decide. But we're going to be reading it, and it's basically somebody who came forward and said that they actually know Deb, they're friends with Deb, they worked with Deb, and they're claiming that the whole story is not what you think. Now, I've read this and I've had a couple questions myself, and I thought to myself, is this truly somebody who knows Deb? Or is this Deb? Or is this the dad who's trying to get some of the weight off of Deb when it comes to all these people who comment about how Deb's failing as a mom, basically. So we're going to be reading this Reddit, and again, keep in mind that I want you to take this with a grain of salt. I don't know how true this is, but for the sake of it, I want to react to it because I once gave Deb the benefit of the doubt as well. So we're going to be reading this, but again, I'm going to give y'all my commentary after, and I am going to pair some clips in this video as well to go with what we read today. So with that said, we're just going to be diving right into it. Now, this is an older subreddit. This was from 3 years ago, but it's new to me, and it could be new to some of y'all, majority of y'all, I don't know. But we're going to be reading it anyway today, and it says, again, this is on the Eugenia Cooney subreddit, and it says, I know Eugenia's mother, and I am terrified that everyone is accusing her. Now, this mystery individual went on to say, Dear viewers, you may not believe me. I have no right to disclose Deb's personal information about where she works and what she does, but I can assure you that she is an absolutely kind and caring woman, but very tired, depressed, and seems to have come to terms with what is happening with her daughter. You're right that she does nothing, but how do you know? Her daughter has been sick for a very long time. This is about 15 years. Have you ever seen mothers whose children have mothers whose hands gave up from helplessness and the realization that even psychiatrists cannot do anything? Have you ever had anorexia? Do you have any idea how manipulative, cunning, and resourceful people can get? Do you know that nothing will stop 6? They have no boundaries. Even their own will not scare them. They can lie and threaten, offer monstrous compromises, which relatives agree to in order to not fully lose their children. The life of their close relatives is absolute hell. You're right that Eugenia's mother never tried to help her, but why did you decide that? Mothers of sick people go to doctors, treat their children, put them in the hospital, feed them, but after a while it gets even worse. When your child is sick for 5 to 10 years, and you have already tried everything, all the methods and instruments of pressure available to you. And when you understand that nothing is helping, you simply resign yourself to the idea that your child will. Anorexic mothers often appear detached and indifferent, but they are not. People constantly blame them for not doing anything, but they don't see how these women literally do everything for years, how they cry at night, and how, as a result, they lose heart. You made a scapegoat out of Debra, found the culprit knowing absolutely nothing about her personally and about her daughter, who is deeply ill and doesn't tell you the truth about her life and her illness. No one can ever help Eugenia except herself. Debra is an honest but unhappy person whose children are sick, but she always tried to do everything she could for them, not deny them of anything, support them, and always be there. Debra doesn't deserve to be bullied. You can't blame a person you weren't in. Only if your child has had anorexia for more than 10 years, you can talk and advise something. But now you just don't understand what you were talking about, and you can't blame Eugenia because she's just a mentally ill person. I wish you never know what it is and stop judging people without knowing anything about them. Now, reading that, I think it is very important to take into consideration, and this is something that we've talked about before on my channel. It's very important to take into consideration Deb might be innocent. She might not have played such a role that we all think that she's played. But the proof is kind of in the pudding, okay? Deb's the one who films Eugenia majority, 9 times out of 10, and she'll zoom in on her leg. She'll go up her skirt while she's walking up the stairs. She, in a way, deprived Eugenia of normal living. Just looking back in Eugenia's content, there's always been red flags, but one of the first red flags that we've seen that was like confirmed by Eugenia about the mom was in the Draw My Lap video. And that's where she talked about basically being an infant. And when she was born, she talked about how Deb, she wasn't in a crib a lot because she didn't like the crib. So Deb would put her in her car seat and let her sleep in the car seat. And she was in the car seat for a long period of time. And she would talk about how she finally learned to walk, and that's whenever she was out of the car seat then. And, she also talked about how her counselors at school brought up a concerning fact that she was kind of obsessed with Bratz dolls, and that could lead to bad body image, etc. So her counselors decided to talk to Deb and be like, hey, we think that this is an unhealthy obsession, and we want to kind of direct you to other resources that could be available for Eugenia to help her get over this obsession with these Bratz dolls. And the thing that Deb did to help Eugenia get through this was to take her to Toys R Us and let her shop and purchase a shit ton of Bratz dolls. So yeah, there's those. But let's just for an instance play this game, okay? And let's say that this woman's right, or man, whoever wrote this article is right. Let's say that Deb is just a caring mom, that she's trying her best and just threw in the towel basically because she doesn't know what to do with Eugenia. There's moments such as this video we're going to be watching now where she's very condescending towards Eugenia, and just if my mom acted this way towards me, it would break my absolute heart. But we're going to be taking a look at this video now, and this is basically Eugenia doing her makeup using her mom's makeup. And Deb, like I said, was just very condescending and a little bit nasty towards Eugenia with like these little subtle undertones and things that she's saying. So let's take a look at it.
Use the lighter one then, or you think I need more?
You don't have any redness,
Yeah, I don't think I do too much of
one.
that. Okay. So, where do you put it? Like, do you just use your finger again?
You just use your finger.
Okay.
And go wherever you have redness.
Okay, so...
Which for me is my 2 cheek areas. So that's pretty much where I put it.
Got it.
On my cheeks.
So I guess I just do the same thing.
Same thing.
Wow, yeah, it's like legit green.
Yes.
Nice.
It's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
It is like Halloween. How much do you need to put on to like...
Just cover the redness.
Okay. I guess my redness is gone, right? Yeah, yay.
Yay you. Yay you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm applying it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Got a little tingy green.
Perfect. Just what I need.
I gave you a new sponge because I don't think you want to use a person's sponge.
And do you wet it? Or like...
I usually wet it and then I put a little foundation on it.
Okay, so I should probably go wet it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you can just talk to Buzz.
Okay, I'll talk to Buzz.
Buzz is cool.
Here, oh, now it's gonna work. Let's see, does it work?
Oh, it still works.
Oh,
You're gonna be like even paler than
Want me to do it? No, I think you better do it.
Okay.
Was my wig back?
Don't worry.
Oh, my will be looking so good.
All right.
I'm so excited. I love anime stuff. Disney Halloween party. Maybe I'll go as Tokyo Ghoul. I could be Jack Skellington. Not really. You could. Not me. Although I could be the Oogie Boogie Man.
Oh, that would be cool.
He's the Oogie Boogie Man.
Now, I'm not saying Deb's guilty because we don't know for 100% fact that Deb caused this and encouraged it, but we see the videos, we've seen images, we've heard Deb say how, oh, she's just a skinny mini. And so I feel like, whether you've encouraged this or not, there's certain boundaries that you need to set. And if you are going to be on film, such as she was with that makeup video, rolling her eyes and towards Eugenia, of course the majority of people are going to think, including myself, like, that's a fucked up mother-daughter duo dynamic. I feel like as well, whether you're just a bystander, which is what this woman made Deb seem out to be, like Deb is just sort of like bystanding now in the situation because she's tried and tried and tried, and oh, can't fix it, can't solve the situation. But Deb is also the person who, whenever she went into that 5150, threatened to sue the company who, was holding her in that involuntary hold, saying, I'm going to sue your company unless you release my daughter. So that's why that 5150 ended so early. I just feel like if Deb was this innocent mother that these, whoever that wrote that is trying to portray, she wouldn't coin, oh, you're skeletal queen. She wouldn't say, oh, you can be Jack Skellington because look how frail you are, but I could never be that. But I'll be the boogeyman because that suits me better, which it really does. But y'all get the point I'm trying to make with this, right? No mother in their right mind will... The thing, too, is that this individual who wrote this was saying Deb wants to give them everything in life and not deprive them of any experiences. She just wants them to be as normal as possible, even if they're ill. And it just doesn't seem that way because Eugenia's never been to a car wash till she was 29 years old. Again, in her mid-20s, where she did cooking videos with her mom and didn't know how to bake a cake, didn't know how to set the oven, didn't know how to stir the cake mix, couldn't even open an egg. There was even a moment where Eugenia Cooney got a granola bar in the mail. Somebody sent it to her post office box. And Eugenia was like, what is this? I asked my mom. We think it's a granola bar, but we're not really sure what it is. And it's just one of those moments where you're just angry on your phone at that point, like, read the package. And it quite literally tells you right there, it's a granola bar, and it was a Nature Valley granola bar. It literally said it on the package. And it was just one of those moments where it's like, what is Deb actually teaching her children? But we're also going to be taking a look at this little compilation of Eugenia.
Well, the top might fit then. Oh, try the top. You gotta slide it up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now I guess we're trying to get a bathing suit on the store.
Make sure you have the right side.
It's really hard to try things on when you can't dressing room.
That's the front.
This is the front.
With the shoestrings, yeah.
Okay, I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this.
Turn it around.
Oh, this is the front. Okay, I got you. Okay.
The bottoms are on backwards, just so you know.
I'll fix it. I'll find a way. Only I could find a way to try things on when there's no dressing room.
I haven't seen this since Filene's basement in Boston. Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
There we go. I'm covered. Okay, so I'm gonna now remove this. So this is how I try on a bathing suit, when there's no dressing room.
Now you have to put the skirt back on to see how the bottom fits.
How do you get this tied?
Pull it down.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. That's actually pretty easy.
And pull it down.
What do I do?
Pull down the material. Okay. There you go.
Thanks, Mom. You've been so helpful. I'm gonna put the skirt back on. So.
You gotta rearrange. You got the bottom. You gotta try it on the right way. It's on backwards.
I know. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm putting the skirt back on.
Yeah. Okay.
I have underwear. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You just have to rearrange.
Yeah, I'm trying. No, it was.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Hi. Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. Eugenia Cooney. Thank you. Of course. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
This moment always gave me such an ick and uncomfortability to watch. A majority of thrift stores I've been to have dressing rooms, so I'm not sure if this one had a dressing room. Maybe it was occupied, maybe it was out of service. But personally, just what I would have done as a mom is not encourage my daughter to try on a bikini in the middle of a store. And the thing is, as well as Eugenia seemed okay with it at first, okay, sure, whatever. But then she ended up getting very uncomfortable. Her face looked very flustered. And this is just one of those situations where you could see on her face, she does not want to do that. She's even like, okay, yeah, I know, I'm going to fix the bottoms, but there's customers, I just need to put these shorts back on real quick. And even Deb's like, yeah, fine, whatever, just we'll fix it though. And it's just one of those moments where, why would you film this? You know what I mean? Anything for content, I guess, but just it makes Deb look so terrible that I don't even understand why this video would be uploaded and Deb would okay it in the first place. It makes her look so terrible. But again, if Deb really cares for her daughter and she's just an innocent bystander, why is she encouraging content like this and encouraging her daughter to change in the middle of a store? And even the customers were kind of just looking like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my gosh. How do some people hit the ball? Am I holding this right? Oh my gosh. How do people do this? How do people do this? Does that come out? How do you do this? How do I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like, how do you get this little like white thingy out? How do you swipe an apple cart? You have to like make frosting? I didn't even know you could make frosting. I thought frosting was just something you like buy. How am I gonna open this? Like, why do they sell these for kids? Like, how are kids supposed to open these things? Like, how did I used to open them? I don't even remember. I used to blow bubbles.
Okay, now you gotta crack 2 eggs in there. You have,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I just cracked the egg, right?
Yeah. And
Right.
put the egg in, but not the shell. Maybe you want. Okay, you know how to do it? I think you do.
Try. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a
We have
shovel?
to dig.
Oh.
Hold it.
You need to dig. So what do I do? Just make a hole?
We have to dig in the earth.
Just like anywhere?
Yep.
Okay. How do you dig? How did you do that, Mom?
Push the button.
It didn't work for me. How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that?
Just
Okay, wow, how do you do this?
try the other way. Get the strip. The black strip. No, the black strip.
So even if Deb was just an innocent bystander, what is the excuse for her daughter not knowing how to do virtually anything other than live stream and use her phone and camera? It's concerning for me as a parent because I just couldn't imagine never teaching your child anything, especially basic life skills. I understand maybe you're bad at math. Maybe math isn't something you can help your child excel in, but that's where tutors and school steps in. But your child struggling to bake a cake, not even knowing that you can make icing, not knowing how to work a pinball machine, not knowing how to bowl, not knowing how to swipe a card at a machine. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, it's just the little moments like that where it really makes you question Deb. And there's so many other moments like where Eugenia will be showing her outfit and Deb's like, hey, lift your leg up and like, let's zoom in on your knee and like every little bone that we can. And, you know, I'm not showing those moments, but there's just so many things that Deb has done. And these aren't even like the bad ones. These aren't even remotely bad compared to everything else I could have put in this video. But, I've been having issues with monetization lately on my channel, so I'm just trying to keep it more PG than the rest of the content that I've been putting out there. I just don't understand how this person, I don't know, like I said, if it's Deb who wrote that. I don't know if it's the dad who wrote that. I don't know if Deb's like got in touch with a friend and was like, look, I found this Eugenia Cooney thread, like, can you go here and like just stand up for me, say something nice about me. I don't know the case. I really don't. So this is all alleged. But I just don't understand how anybody in their right mind who's watched Eugenia or consumed any type of content with Eugenia and her mom could be like, oh, Deb's just an innocent, poor bystander. And I even had a video too where I thought that, well, I didn't really think that, but I questioned, what if she really is innocent and we're all painting her out to be this monster when really she's the one being manipulated and she's not doing in on the manipulation with Eugenia, you know? But then it's all those moments of her filming up her daughter's skirt, making her daughter bend down, do things, certain things, putting her in really uncomfortable situations. There's even that video where her mom was walking in front of her. Eugenia was filming behind her. It was for her birthday. They went to Walmart or somewhere to get flowers, and the mom ended up bumping the buggy or doing something, and it ended up causing a flower pot to fall out and bust. And the mom was like, oh, why would you make me do that? And Eugenia was like, I did not know I made you do anything. Like, I'm sorry. And the mom blamed it on her. And it's just, you know, again, one of those moments that it just makes you question, why would anybody make this subreddit saying that Deb is innocent and just a bystander when there's clearly all these documented moments where she's not innocent or just a bystander? She's encouraging certain content and certain behaviorisms and allowing it to continue under her roof and under her supervision. And that's where it makes her just as guilty, even if she's not encouraging this, which again, I think she is. But let's just say and play that game that she isn't encouraging this. She's just as guilty for allowing this to happen and filming it. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to wrap up this video. This video really wasn't much of anything. I just found that Reddit thread and I was like, let's talk about it. So I hope today's video was pretty chill. Yeah, I have a lot more that I'm scheduled to be working on, and I'm going to be working on one right after this one. So that's why I kind of just wanted to make this and just make it really calm, chill, collective, so we can all just give our thoughts and opinions about what we think about Deb real quick. I really found that Reddit to be interesting. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about it. Do you think Deb is a poor, innocent bystander, or do you guys agree with me and think that she's guilty for filming this content, encouraging this content, and allowing this to happen and continue with her daughter, especially with that 5150 where she freaked out and called Jacqueline Glenn a bitch for trying to help her daughter? Now, when I post this video, I am not sure if this is going to go up before or after the the investigator video that I made, where I've reacted to a video that she made of Eugenia Cooney with using one of my videos in her thumbnails, talking about how bad it is that people want her to platform. And I think BJ is a very smart woman. You know, I think she's highly educated. So it just frustrates me a little bit that she did not do more research on Eugenia Cooney, period. And she just took what people were saying about her being frail and ran with that and thought that that was the biggest reason why people want her off the internet, when that's not the case at all. So I did make a video reacting to that. It's going to be in a 2-part series. So not sure if this is going to be up before that BJ the Investigator video, but subscribe if you look forward to that. Subscribe if you haven't, damn, because half of the people who watch my videos, it says 48% is unsubscribed. So if you're in that 48 percentile, that subscribe button is free to touch. Feel free to do it. So with that being said, y'all, let me know your thoughts and opinions about anything we talked about in this video today. Let me know if you look forward to that BJ the Investigator reaction video. But also with that said, I am working on reacting to the Jacqueline Glenn content that was made about Eugenia, and also reacting to that Shane documentary, which again at the beginning I said was bullshit, and turns out the whole thing was scripted. So we're going to be reacting to that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions about anything we discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. And I will catch y'all in the next damn video.